What up, everybody? Kafka here, and today we are going over some of our first impressions running through the Abattoir of Zir, playing it, living it. We got about 3 hours in, and we figured out some things that are good, good about Abattoir of Zir, some things that could be better, and then maybe some things that could give you some tips when you're doing the this good old Zir. I did tell everyone, bring in the sigil dust. People didn't want to believe me. They didn't do it. I made 2 videos about making sure you have the powder. And I've already seen some comments on some people's YouTube and saying they ran out of powder and they don't want to farm it. So, just a couple things. I think it is definitely more challenging than expected. And I'm glad it is more challenging than expected because it is definitely making it a little bit more fun. I can only imagine playing on hardcore, so this is softcore, but it's still season 2, and we got some end game content, which I do appreciate. I do like finishing a dungeon and not having to spend just as long selling the items and salvaging the items. I think they should all be 925, or maybe it's like 900 item level to 910, 1 through 5, and then 915, 5 through 10, and then it goes up from there. So you could actually get higher item level gear guaranteed. So maybe when you get 15 plus, it's all 925, which it doesn't look like that's the case currently. I also think that, I mean, you're not really paying attention to the ground, which is fine. But these mobs should still drop gold and they should still drop veiled crystals. I don't want to have to click anything, but I should be able to pick up some things because I shouldn't have to now, if I want to change my build to try something else. Because right now I think there's 2 builds in Abattoir Zero. I think there's the farming build to level up the glyph, and I think there's the progression build. And currently I'm in the farming build. As you can see in this video, I'm just farming mobs to get more ranks on my glyph. So it would be nice to have the veiled crystals there to do so. So now it's just going to take a lot longer to do that stuff. Um, it's not perfect by all means. It really isn't. It is like it's intense. Like you get like kind of worried when you're doing it. So, well, definitely because one death and you're done, right? That's the new gameplay. But I think there's a couple tips I could give you guys just from me running it and having some fun with it. But before that, if you haven't joined the forces with Kelfka, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. We got Diablo 4 content coming at your way all the time. Sorcerer love, give me some love, write a comment. See, that's just a tier 3. We're just farming tier 3s here, trying to see what's up. That's it. That's all we're doing, which is a good thing. So, and I'm just kind of using a farm build, which once I perfect it, maybe by tomorrow, I don't know if it's called perfect it, but when I feel like I'm farming 3s and 4s or 5s at a reasonable time, I'll share that build with you guys. All right. So 2 builds. That's the tip. There is the farm build, and then there's the progression build. So one's going to be a little bit faster than the other, but you could get it all done. Um, One thing I was doing last night that made a lot of sense, and maybe you guys don't know this because you haven't played it with a lot of people, but in this Abattoir Zero, you could actually partner up with someone. You could just do level ones because it costs 800 sigil, right? And then only one of the group members have to do it. So just you and a buddy, let's just say. You pay 800, you join. You get 1400 to complete it. So that's a net profit of 16 powder. So next time your buddy opens it up and then you get 1400. So in 2 runs you got 2000, but you only spent 800. So I think that, or I'm sorry, 2,800, and you only spent 600. So you got like a 2,200 net profit. So you could farm that powder with a friend. Man, shoot, if you need Kafka, if you need some sigil powder, I'll run some with you. I got tons. I could run some level ones with you to get you some sigil powder. Just let me know. Comment below if you need some help. I will help you get your powder back. All right. So, another thing I found out that like makes the runs go a lot faster is farm elite packs. Like try to find the elite packs. I almost just kind of run till I see an elite pack, and I think that helps me out. So the elite packs just give way more of the progression. Another thing is, you see, I think it was in the earlier in the video, I saved my one of my shrines till the end, and then I ran back, I used it, and killed the bosses instantly. So you could use your shrine buffs, and bosses can be stunned. So damage to stunned is actually really good here. So right now I'm using Raymond's, and I'm stunning everything. That's kind of how I'm doing it. Also, you could use your incense, and you could use like you could use three. You can use 3 or 4 incense at a time. So you could put like an HP incense, an armor incense, an all stat incense, a resist incense. Just can't be like 2 of the same types. So use your incense if you're doing progression. If you don't need them in the lower rankings, don't use them. That's fine. But they definitely help out. I will say this. I think that Tears of Blood Glyph is going to do a ton of damage. So I built more tanky. So sorcerers, you know what I'm talking about. With glass cannon, I took it off. You know, I took off glass cannon. I actually only ranked up my Raymond's 4 ranks. So I actually had 1 glass cannon rank on it because I wanted to be more tanky. So that helps me out, not worry about dying and having more damage taken. So yeah, I get you could see big fancy numbers, but I think what's more important is to survive. I think I have when I'm buffed up, I think I have close to like 15k armor, maybe 14k. But I have a ton of damage reduction, and that definitely helps me stay alive. So that is it. That is it for the tips. My first impressions. Give me a comment below. What do you think, Abattoir of Zir? Like and subscribe. Thank you guys so much for watching the video. I really appreciate it.